it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. Had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Joseph now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back. Line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
That'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. Cross. 30.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returnable here for Callaway. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
58. Number 53. Mike 53. Hey, 88. Left up, defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
You go tight. You go run. You got tight right there. Check.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 60 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Called that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, a run for Johnson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Deuce. Alert flare. King. 50, Mike 50. I'm here all day. Mike 50.
On 2nd and a couple. Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run with Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Blue down. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 14-10. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out, and so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot, stay the course. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route, extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On first down, Rodgers. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 41-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the screen. Hey, orbit. Hurry, hurry. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Mayfield now. Will let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Mayfield to throw it. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here. And
he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Throw right side caught by Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
319.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Regular. Real. Kill. Check three. Hey, alert 33. Up. He's coming.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you, but the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a signal and a timeout called as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Crosby puts it through. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. This will be taken in at the 1. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point safely through, and that will put them on top here in the third. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And I guess, partner, you call that a covered sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 40. Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, wahoo! 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52. Hurry, hurry! Get track! 52's the mic. Watch it.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Run.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Second down and goal. Mayfield. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
44 is the mic. 44. Hey, Zoo. Coming to you.
Here's Mayfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
He finds Beckham complete. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
180. I'm coming after you. Hurry. I'm coming after you. Bofo's the mic. Mike's Bofo. I'm coming for you, son. Hurry.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. Sideline throw. That's caught by Landry. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shift. X3. 218, chop it. Shoot. Watch out. Alert, alert. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah,
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Oh, he breaks another. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now Callaway on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Green 18. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Packers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 38.
80 weapon.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check 20. Real. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
180. You ain't going nowhere. Single, slot.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats an elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye. One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And again, it's Rodgers. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Go, go, go. Alert 3. Run. Alert 3.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Let's go.
A toss play to Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. But he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff. Number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.